Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most mysterious tales in ancient mythology, the sin of the Watchers. Who were these angelic beings, and why did they defy divine command to descend to earth? We'll explore the ancient Book of Enoch, uncover the forbidden knowledge they shared with humanity, and the consequences that reshaped both heaven and earth. Was it love, rebellion, or something darker that drove them? Join us as we delve into the legend of the Watchers, their fall from grace, and the impact of their actions that echoes through myth and history. Let's begin. Who were the Watchers? The Watchers were a group of angels assigned by God to watch over humanity. This task was crucial in the early stages of humanity's existence, according to the Book of Enoch. The Watchers, also referred to as the sons of God in the Genesis account, Genesis 6 verses 1-4, were meant to observe, guide, and protect humans. In the Book of Enoch, these angels are named, with leaders such as Samiaza, sometimes spelled Shemhazi or Simjaza, and Azazel standing out as the key figures. Samiaza, in particular, is depicted as the primary leader of the Watchers, while Azazel becomes one of the principal instigators of sin on earth. The descent of the Watchers. The central drama of the story begins when the Watchers, rather than merely observing humanity from above, become enraptured by human women and decide to descend to earth. Driven by lust, they abandon their heavenly posts, despite knowing the risks and forbidden nature of this act. In the Book of Enoch, Samiaza expresses hesitation, understanding that their actions would lead to severe consequences. Nevertheless, he and the other Watchers form a pact to act as a unified group, agreeing that if one was to take responsibility for their transgressions, all would share in the consequences. The decision of the Watchers to descend to earth and take human wives represents a significant breach of divine order. By abandoning their roles and giving in to desires for earthly pleasures, they symbolically subvert the boundaries between the divine and mortal realms. The sin of the Watchers. Once on earth, the Watchers' sins begin to multiply. Their primary transgressions can be grouped into two main areas: their relationships with human women and their teaching of forbidden knowledge. The union with human women. The Watchers took wives from among human women, and this union led to the birth of a race of giants known as the Nephilim. The Nephilim, sometimes translated as fallen ones or giants, were a formidable race with extraordinary physical strength and size. In the Book of Enoch, they are described as being voraciously violent, consuming large amounts of food and even turning to cannibalism when resources ran low. The Nephilim terrorized the earth and became a source of chaos and destruction among humans. This act of mating with human women was a gross violation of divine law, as it blurred the distinctions between divine and human beings. The hybrid race of Nephilim was not only unnatural but also posed a serious threat to the established order on earth. This mingling of divine and human essence brought corruption to both the angelic and human spheres, leading to significant moral and physical decay. The teaching of forbidden knowledge. In addition to taking human wives, the Watchers imparted forbidden knowledge to humanity. Each of the leading Watchers shared particular skills or teachings, many of which were considered dangerous or corrupting by divine standards. The Book of Enoch records that Azazel taught humans the art of weapon-making, including the crafting of swords, shields, and armor, which led to increased violence and warfare among humans. Samiaza, taught enchantments and root-cutting, delving into sorcery and medicinal plants. Barkle instructed in astrology, and Kokabeel in the study of constellations, giving humans insights into heavenly bodies and divination. Shamhazi and other Watchers imparted knowledge on magic, makeup, and the beautification of human appearance, thereby leading humans toward vanity and a superficial preoccupation with external appearance. These teachings, collectively referred to as forbidden knowledge, disrupted the natural and moral order established by God. By introducing humans to war, sorcery, vanity, and divination, the Watchers contributed to the moral decline of humankind. Humans, now equipped with previously unknown skills, became capable of inflicting violence and manipulating each other through deceit and self-aggrandizement. The resulting chaos and moral degradation angered God, who saw the spread of corruption as a direct consequence of the Watchers' interference. The divine judgment on the Watchers. In response to the Watchers' sin, God sends the archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to intervene and enact divine judgment on the rebellious angels. Each archangel plays a role in restoring order and enacting justice. Uriel is sent to warn Noah of the impending flood, which God intends to send to cleanse the earth of the corruption caused by the Watchers and the Nephilim. Raphael is tasked with binding Azazel, who is cast into the desert and buried under sharp rocks to await final judgment. Gabriel is ordered to destroy the Nephilim and incite mutual destruction among them, ending the threat they pose to humanity. Michael is responsible for binding Samyaza and the other Watchers, imprisoning them in the depths of the earth until the final judgment, when they would face eternal punishment. God's judgment on the Watchers is severe, underscoring the gravity of their sins. By binding them and isolating them from both heaven and earth, the Watchers are stripped of their roles and punished for disrupting divine law. The flood, which is a direct consequence of the Watchers' actions, serves as a divine reset for humanity, erasing the influence of the Nephilim and cleansing the world of its moral corruption. Theological and symbolic implications. The tale of the Watchers touches on several profound themes that resonate within the religious and cultural contexts of ancient Judaism and early Christianity. One of the central motifs is the sanctity of divine order and the dangers of transgressing boundaries established by God. Divine order and hierarchies. The Watchers' transgression represents a breakdown in the established hierarchy between heaven and earth. By acting on their desires and entering the human realm, the Watchers disrupt the divinely sanctioned order of creation. Their actions suggest that boundaries between the spiritual and material worlds should remain intact to preserve cosmic harmony. The dangers of forbidden knowledge. In teaching humans forbidden skills, the Watchers bring about a degradation of human morality. Knowledge, while valuable, is shown to be dangerous when imparted without the wisdom and ethical guidance necessary for its proper use. This concept foreshadows similar themes in other religious texts, such as the story of Adam and Eve, where the pursuit of knowledge leads to dire consequences. Rebellion and consequence. The Watcher's story is also a cautionary tale of rebellion against divine authority. In acting independently of God's will, they bring upon themselves and humanity a series of devastating consequences. Their story serves as a moral lesson on the dangers of pride, lust, and rebellion. Influence and legacy of the Watcher's story. The story of the Watchers has had a lasting impact on religious thought and literature. Though the Book of Enoch itself was not included in the canonical Jewish or Christian texts, its ideas influenced many early Christian writers and the broader apocalyptic tradition. In Christianity, certain New Testament texts allude to the fate of the Watchers. For example, in the book of Jude 1 verse 6, the fallen angels who did not stay within their own position of authority are kept in eternal chains under gloomy darkness until the judgment of the great day. Similarly, in 2 Peter 2 verse 4, the apostle references the punishment of angels who sinned and are held in chains of darkness, awaiting judgment. These passages demonstrate the early Christian understanding of the Watchers as fallen beings who crossed divine boundaries and suffered accordingly. The story has also inspired cultural depictions of rebellious angels and the corrupting potential of forbidden knowledge in literature and art. From Milton's Paradise Lost to contemporary fantasy novels, the theme of angelic rebellion has been a powerful motif that captures the imagination, embodying both the allure and dangers of transgression. The enduring legacy of the sin of the Watchers. The sin of the Watchers is a cautionary narrative about the consequences of crossing divine boundaries and the dangers inherent in the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. As heavenly beings who fell from grace due to lust, pride, and disobedience, the Watchers symbolize the risks that come with rebelling against established cosmic order. Though the Book of Enoch and its story of the Watchers are outside the canon of most religious traditions, The tale has retained a persistent influence, providing insights into ancient Jewish cosmology and the beliefs surrounding angels and demons. By examining the Watcher's narrative, readers gain a glimpse into a worldview where divine beings are deeply interconnected with the human realm and where the preservation of cosmic order is paramount. The Watcher's tale is more than an account of angelic downfall. It is a rich allegory for understanding the delicate balance of order, authority, and the pursuit of knowledge. As long as humanity grapples with these universal themes, the story of the Watchers and their transgression will continue to fascinate and instruct, serving as a timeless reminder of the perils of defying divine law. The rebellion of the angels. The rebellion of the angels is closely associated with the account of the Watchers, a group of angels who descended to earth and committed transgressions, as well as the story of Lucifer, also known as Satan, who is described in Christian tradition as a once noble angel who turned against God. The fall of Lucifer. In Christian theology, Lucifer's fall is one of the most well-known accounts of angelic rebellion. Though not explicitly named in the Old Testament, Lucifer is often associated with passages like Isaiah 14 verses 12 to 15 and Ezekiel 28 verses 12 to 17, which describe the downfall of a proud and rebellious being. Lucifer is said to have been a powerful and beautiful angel, whose pride led him to desire a position equal to or above God. According to Christian interpretations, Lucifer's pride and ambition led him to instigate a rebellion, influencing a portion of the heavenly hosts to join him in defiance against divine authority. The judgment of Lucifer and his followers was swift and severe. In Christian tradition, Lucifer and his angels were cast out of heaven and condemned to the realms of darkness, where they would ultimately face eternal punishment. Revelation 12 verses 7 to 9 recounts a war in heaven in which Michael the archangel and his forces defeated the dragon, interpreted as Satan, and cast him and his angels to earth. This narrative symbolizes not only Lucifer's fall, but also the defeat of evil forces and the establishment of divine justice. The Watchers and their descent to earth. The Book of Enoch, a non-canonical text that nevertheless had significant influence on early Jewish and Christian thought, details a separate rebellion involving a group of angels known as the Watchers. These angels, tasked with watching over humanity, were led by Samiaza and Azazel in descending to earth and engaging in relationships with human women. This transgression led to the birth of the Nephilim, a hybrid race of giants, and the spread of corruption and forbidden knowledge among humans. The Watchers' descent, motivated by lust and a disregard for divine law, was a grave violation of their angelic duties and a rebellion against God's established order. The sins of the Watchers were twofold. They defied the boundary between the divine and human realms, and they corrupted humanity by teaching forbidden arts, such as warfare, enchantment, and vanity. These acts were seen as affronts to divine law, resulting in their eventual judgment. The nature of angelic judgment. In response to the transgressions of these rebellious angels, ancient texts describe a series of judgments handed down by God, often involving severe punishment and isolation from both heaven and earth. Imprisonment and confinement. The Book of Enoch details how God sent the archangels Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel to enact judgment upon the Watchers. Azazel, one of the chief instigators, was bound and cast into a desert location, where he would remain until the day of judgment. Similarly, the other Watchers were bound and imprisoned beneath the earth, awaiting final judgment. This punishment was designed not only to restrain these beings, but also to serve as a warning to other celestial beings about the consequences of defiance. The New Testament, especially in the writings of Jude and 2 Peter, references the punishment of angels who did not keep their own domain, but were kept in eternal chains under gloomy darkness until the judgment of the great day, Jude 1 verse 6. This confinement signifies the severest punishment, as it strips the angels of their freedom and isolates them from both heaven and humanity. The eternal fire. In Christian tradition, the final judgment of the rebellious angels is often associated with eternal fire. Matthew 25 verse 41 refers to the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels, suggesting that their punishment extends beyond confinement and will culminate in eternal damnation. This concept emphasizes the gravity of the angels' rebellion and the irreversible nature of their condemnation. This image of fire as divine retribution is symbolic of complete separation from God, representing an existence devoid of grace, light, or redemption. Eternal fire as punishment not only serves as a deterrent against rebellion, but honors the divine nature of justice in the cosmos. Implications of angelic judgment in ancient theology. The judgment of the angels carries profound theological and moral significance. It underscores themes of justice, the sanctity of divine order, and the consequences of pride and disobedience. A divine justice and cosmic order. The judgment of the angels reinforces the idea that divine justice is absolute and that any violation of cosmic order, whether by humans or angels, will be met with appropriate retribution. The rebellious angel's fate illustrates the importance of maintaining harmony in the created order. Their actions upset the balance between heaven and earth, creating chaos in both realms. The severity of their punishment serves to restore balance and reassert divine authority. This concept of cosmic justice resonates in many ancient texts, suggesting that every being, even those of divine origin, is accountable to a higher law. The angel's punishment acts as a safeguard to prevent future disruptions to cosmic order, warning all beings of the consequences of defiance. B. Pride and humility. One of the central moral lessons in the judgment of the angels is the danger of pride. Lucifer's fall, motivated by pride and ambition, serves as a cautionary tale against the pursuit of power and glory. The angel's rebellion symbolizes the destructive nature of pride, showing how it leads to downfall and estrangement from God. Humility, by contrast, is elevated as a virtue that aligns beings with divine will. Angels, who were created to serve and glorify God, are reminded that their strength and beauty come from their relationship with the Creator. Pride disrupts this relationship, replacing submission to divine authority with self-centered ambition, which leads to ruin. See the boundaries between divine and mortal realms. The judgment of the Watchers, in particular, emphasizes the importance of maintaining the boundaries between the divine and mortal realms. In defying these boundaries by descending to earth and engaging in relationships with human women, the Watchers not only transgressed their divine mandate but also brought corruption to humanity. Their punishment highlights the importance of respecting these boundaries to preserve cosmic order and the purity of each realm. In the New Testament, the concept of angelic judgment reinforces the message that spiritual beings are not above divine law. Just as humans are expected to follow moral laws, so too are the angels accountable for their actions. This narrative implies that justice is universal, transcending even the heavenly realms, and that God's authority is supreme. The role of archangels in enacting judgment. The judgment of the angels is often carried out by archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Uriel, who serve as agents of divine justice and order. Their involvement in binding and imprisoning the rebellious angels reflects their role as protectors of cosmic harmony and executors of God's will. Michael, often depicted as a warrior, leads the charge against Lucifer and his followers, symbolizing the triumph of divine justice over rebellion. Raphael is tasked with binding Azazel in the Book of Enoch, representing the restoration of order and the containment of corrupting influences. Gabriel is involved in destroying the Nephilim, thereby eradicating the remnants of the Watchers' sin on earth. Uriel warns Noah of the impending flood, illustrating his role in preserving humanity and divine order. The actions of the archangels demonstrate that divine judgment is not merely retributive but also corrective, aiming to restore harmony and prevent further corruption. The Last Judgment and the Final Condemnation. In Christian eschatology, the final judgment, also known as the Last Judgment, will bring about the ultimate condemnation of Satan and his angels. The Book of Revelation describes how, at the end of time, Satan will be released from his prison, only to be defeated once again and cast into the lake of fire, Revelation 20 verse 10, where he and his followers will face eternal torment. This final judgment underscores the completeness and finality of divine justice, as evil is eradicated and cosmic harmony is eternally restored. Theological and cultural legacy of the judgment of the angels. The judgment of the angels has influenced theology, literature, and art throughout the centuries. The story of Lucifer's fall and the Watcher's punishment serves as an allegory for the dangers of pride, rebellion, and the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. The narrative has inspired works such as John Milton's Paradise Lost, which explores themes of free will, justice, and the consequences of defying divine authority. In popular culture, the image of fallen angels serves as a reminder of the high cost of disobedience, while also reflecting on the moral responsibilities that come with power and knowledge. The concept of angelic judgment resonates as a universal theme, illustrating the timeless principles of justice, accountability, and cosmic order. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the mystery of the Watchers and their fall from grace. From forbidden knowledge to divine consequences, their story leaves us with questions about power, rebellion, and the cost of secrets. What do you think? Were the Watchers misguided, or were they simply seeking freedom? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss more videos on ancient mysteries and hidden histories. Until next time, keep questioning, stay curious, and we'll see you soon.